Harvester is a game I conjured up in a dream. Why is it on my computer? This game gags some real nuts, but I just can't look away. Propped up as a scathing critique of my taste in video games. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff right here. Created in that perfect sweet spot of a time where live action characters weren't phased out completely and white America was raving about video games causing violence. One man stood up and said, I want to make a game so violent that it'll make the world pause and ask, why? To which I will respond, oh, why won't you put me on your list of the most violent games? Please, please, please. I could describe what Harvester is about, but it gives away all its muster and is unbelievable anyway. The less is known, the better. You play as Steve Mason, a guy who wakes up in the small town of Harvest, population 51, yeah. Sounds about right. With no memories, and not only that, nobody believes that he's telling the truth about his amnesia.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
A kidder? I've never told a single joke in my whole life. I am always serious.
Stop speaking nonsense, dear. What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
Whoa, whoa. Hold on now. It's not like that. Get it out of here.
Maybe later, dear. Right now I have housework to do, though you can watch if you want.
Who is this kid?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you. You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
That phrase again. I'm beginning to think our Steve fellow may jest at times. Well, it seems we've found ourselves a first-generation brain rot enjoyer. Patriotic stuff here. We are doomed as a species. I love the popcorn ceilings. It really ties the place together. And plus, you get a little lead-poisoning dandruff topping whenever the neighborhood missile base gets some use. Wait, missile base? What on earth is a missile base doing slap dab in the middle of small town wherever we are? I need to know what's going on at this missile base. Looks like they took a little bit off the bottom there.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Oh, and the button is 4 centimeters from the ground, just great.
Safeguards. Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
How self-aware.
But at least you're not an alien.
God, dude. Well, 50s, I honestly should have expected such.
You see their ships every now and then.
Oh, aliens. Okay.
Frankly, all these questions are making me a little suspicious of you. Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't shoot you right now?
Whoa, hold on now. I'm an American. I know my rights.
Rights, huh? Your average commie bastard is always only too ready to hide behind the Constitution. Real Americans waive their rights for the common good.
Rights? What rights? I don't need rights. I mean, I would for this great country of ours.
You talk a good game, mister, but so does your average commie bastard. The Kremlin teaches its agents to talk their way out of a scrape. What do you think about that, son?
The communists can hardly be said to hold a monopoly on intellectual discourse.
You should have watched more TV and read less Dostoevsky if you wanted to pass for an American, comrade.
I'm gonna say what we're all thinking. I hate our veterans. Okay, well after that prick harassed me for 45 minutes, I want to go see the boys in red and yellow. We all love firefighters, right? That's apolitical. We can all agree that we love firefighters.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do.
God bless America.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot.
I never want to be here again. I'm out.
Bye-bye.
I'm done. There's got to be a place in town that's somewhat normal. Well, I'm very glad to know that we're getting some high-quality air conditioning here in this fine establishment. Look at it. Chugging away.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
Jesus, Steve, come on a little strong here? Have some manners.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
What? How big of a kidder was I in my past life? Oh no. Oh no. He's even wearing the shirt. Steve really was a kidder. Located at the center of it all is The Lodge, a big cult-looking building in the direct center of town. Now, I'm not one to pledge my allegiance to just anybody, but I finally got some direction in this godforsaken game, and I am gonna take it. First, I need an application. Is this application going to be on the inside of a devil sheep's small intestine?
Applications are available at the post office.
Wow, how forward thinking. I mean, this place has green sludge that is green. And all I need to do is hit the post office. Probably do an eye exam. I mean, come on, I can only imagine if this cult were around today. Applications are available only through Indeed.com. But do not think it effortless, for we do not have easy apply enabled. Wow, what a lovely place. Alright, well, here you go. After some convincing, I finally got my application, and it's getting late. I better get to bed. Oh, my eyes! Oh my god, what are you doing? No, please stop! Good morning, Harvest. I'm headed back to get my assignment. Mom, I'm going to the cultist den to do some horrible things to good people. Alright, you don't care. Never did. Sad, really. What am I going to do today?
Complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really.
A minor prank?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson. He owns a Tucker. It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
I need to scratch Mr. Johnson's car. This one is really digging deep into the infinite depravity that man can conjure for his sick, twisted desires. No complete totaling of his car, no. A minor scratch.
I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
You're a sick, twisted freak, Mr. Johnson. I want you to know that. I'm gonna key your car now.
You rotten son of a bitch, bitch! Sheriff!
Uh-oh, I think this place is getting to me. Oh my god, the cops? Wasn't expecting that.
Somebody help me! What do you people want from me?
Too late for that, boy. Ain't it, Sergeant?
Answers may only be found in the lodge, and you must be alive to seek them.
The puzzles in this game are beyond impossible. Just look at this picture. Okay. Find the screwdriver. Do you see it? It's right here. Everything else on this screen was easily readable. Flashlight, hammer, gas can, none of which are interactable. The only thing that is interactable here is this screwdriver, and after finding it, I couldn't tell you that I was sure it was a screwdriver. Oh my god, it makes me have a conniption. Try and find the shovel. Here. What an insane way to place necessary items in this game. It makes no sense. Everything is so easy to see besides the exact thing you need to complete the game. I finally found another normal person in this world. Stephanie.
Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
The talk of the town is that Steve and Stephanie are getting married soon, and she is locked away in her room just in case she changes her mind. She's got amnesia too. We really are two peas in one god-awful pod, and is equally as suspicious of this whole town as I am.
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Her mother is also my mother in a different wig, and her father, Point is, me and Stephanie need to get out of this place, and me thinks the answer lies within the lodge. I'm gonna keep exploring. I met an old woman in this unkempt home. It's got bugs. She's very articulate about her Judeo-Christian values colliding with the harsh reality of wasp supremacy and the fact that a wasp, as it's stinging you, is basically masturbation, and it brings its unknowable ecstasy when it creams inside of you. She was a wasp. That explains it. I felt nothing. But I'll show you what made me feel many things, none of them good. You can buy a nudie magazine and gift it to Deputy Loomis, the absolute horn dog. Now I am only bringing this up because I'm not letting you get through this video without bearing witness to this.
Hello, Steve. Where's Loomis?
Yep, it's coming around. I'm out. Here she comes. Oh, that's good.
Loomis, damn you!
Wait, no. No!
Straining up the mattress again! Folding up the towels! Tiny snake!
The second task I must complete to enter this cult is to steal a bolt of fabric. Who would have thought that the gigantic layer of doom could be impressed with petty thievery? I'll do it. The quest lines in this game are so random. Let me guide you through the process of getting a bolt of fabric from the fire department. Something that in any other game would be one left click. First, I had to pull the fire alarm at the school to lure the firemen away. Go there and just grab the ladder and the axe, you'll need them later. Then go home and use a furniture dolly that you must pick up from the last quest that is almost impossible to see to move this china cabinet thing out of the way. Alright. This is the alarm to the house. My house, by the way. Shut it off and go around to the barred window of your house to break into your father's room. If you don't turn off this alarm, the police will arrest you for breaking into your own house. But they are really sweet. The sheriff even tucks you in himself. Anyway, after you break in, your dad. I'm doing everything to make sure this doesn't reach my long-term memory. I mean, who am I kidding? It's too late. Your dad is able to sign your meat slip. Meat slip. No forgeries here. We live in American society. Go to the meat plant with your slip, get some meat to distract the dog at the fire station, talk to the naked man under the sheets, and he will tell you where the bolt of fabric, yeah, you forgot what we were doing, I know, is hidden at. Done. I would never have figured most of this out without a guide.
Exquisite cloth. Your next assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli and abscond with his prized barber's pole.
Steal a barber's pole. What do I expect? You know what I do expect is another impossible puzzle. It isn't as easy as breaking into the shop and unscrewing the barber pole. No. You have to tape the door up first and then axe it. And it isn't as easy as unscrewing the pole. No, you have to click these 6 pixels first. Alright. It's done. What is it now? Am I gonna have to ding-dong ditch Mr. Potsdam?
Your final assignment is to set a fire in DNA's diner and let the French fry where they may.
We're getting serious now, aren't we? Well, I'm glad things are kicking up around here, and someone just burned down this TV station. Oh God, what's my little brother gonna do?
Why are you sitting in front of that blank TV?
Someone burnt down the TV channel. There's nothing on.
I told you all that TV would hurt you.
Watching TV don't hurt me, Mom. But not watching TV hurts bad.
What a classic Postmaster Boyle domestic terrorist attack. No point crying over spilled milk. I have my own arson plot to instigate. What are we waiting on here? Let's light this candle. What, Steve? Is this not exciting enough for you? Destroying family businesses just isn't what it's cracked up to be, I guess. Good morning, Harvest. We're back again. 3 buildings down, this whole place is going up in flames. I'm not sad.
My goodness. What's wrong with her? My goodness. Oh, it's not as bad as it looks. You just pop them back in. See? As good as new.
Don't you think we should get her to a doctor?
What for? She's got her mother.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. I need to get out of here now. At least I can confide in Stephanie. She's the only normal one. Oh my
God. Is that what I think it is?
Yep, it's a spinal cord.
Okay, lodge application secured. I am barging into those doors and figuring out what happened to Stephanie.
The invitation was not the card, but the spinal cord.
Of course it is, and they already buried her in the crypt 5 minutes later. Feral dog in the crypt, feral dog in the crypt. This is the first time that you have to use combat in this game, and we are 90% finished. I guess it's time to get this spinal cord. Oh, it's as easy as that. Just slip it into your jeans. I'm carrying around a ladder in there as well. I don't know why I'm making this point now. We're at basically the final boss of the game. The game has completely given up on making any sense. Now it's just the grossest things the creators could think of hastily made and shoved in at the end here to get on the top 100 most violent video games list. Look at this. We are in an intestines cave with pulsating anus doors. And who could forget about the eyeball poop room? Love this. Love this.
All right.
Steve, you just committed seppuku on yourself. This isn't exactly totally tubular. I fed the bio these 2 human body parts so I could get some weed killer to use on this plant because a shotgun isn't gonna cut it. The plant insta-kills you when you get too close. Look at this absolutely atrocious image. No, get further back from me. I'm sick of you. Steve, you're not cute. Do I have to pull up the registry again? Sit down. One last time. Find the key. Get further back. Find the key. It's right here in complete camouflage on his right shoulder. If I have to do another puzzle like this ever again, someone is going to pay. Maybe it was a little too harsh. You can come back. One final kick in the groin in this room is that this key doesn't fit into the one locked door I've found so far. It goes into the wall. The wall. This leads to the most convoluted series of hallways I've ever witnessed in a game. I have lost my grasp of this space so many times. Why are we going in circles?
All right.
I think we're losing him. As if we had anything left to lose. You know what? I get it. At least this key was easy to see. Harvester was designed, well, was it designed? More like manifested, to be the most offensive and gory game ever to the point that it is boring. Right here at the end, we are going from culture to culture hearing sermons about how bad everything is. In one room, a preacher will be yapping about the wrath of God.
Those who preach love and mercy in God's name are often those who call for the death of heathens.
And then you have to disembowel him. The next, the soldier who killed his family is talking about how the government made him kill, and then you disembowel him. The next room will have a mother talking about how her children are parasites, while her kids literally eat her alive. No, don't cry, don't cry. You disembowel them too. It feels so rushed. We are cramming all these identities in here at the end. It's stupid, man. At least Mr. Possum isn't worried about preaching morality to me.
The mystery is this. Sometimes you have to lose some meat to get some meat.
He's just worried about his meat. A man in his lane. I respect that. Well, I killed them all. What now?
Everything in Harvest is just slightly askew.
Slightly askew. Yeah, that's what I'd call this. Slightly askew. Slightly askew. The veil has been lifted and it turns out that Harvest is a serial killer training simulator. Right? Who would have seen that coming? And you are the subject. Steve has passed all the trials and now has a choice. Does he choose to stay in the simulation with Stephanie and live out his last days in peace? Or does he kill Stephanie and remove her skull and spine to go to the real world and become a serial killer? In what universe? I want a different camera angle. In what universe has Harvest offered any reason to continue living in it? I personally murdered 3/4 of the population of this town today. This isn't some Matrix tier question. This place has 0 redeeming qualities. What, do I just go back and work at the kitten murder factory with my dad for the rest of my life? I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. I'm sorry, Stephanie, but you actually were a goner the moment you stepped foot in this simulation. You didn't even get a chance to become a serial killer. You were locked in a room the whole time, while I had all the fun, and I've known you for like 1 week. What? I haven't gotten that. What? I haven't gotten that attached. Put down your pitchforks, Stephanie fans. Steve has left the simulation and is now bumming it on the streets, killing anybody nice enough to lend him a ride, along with playing Harvester in his gamer dwelling while living with his mom who complains about violence in video games.
Don't you know people who watch violence become violent themselves?
That's bullshit, Mom.
Get him, Steve. Fight the good fight for the culture war. Oh my God.
Why do you think they started cutting the violence out of those Roadrunner cartoons?
Roadrunner cartoons. Roadrunner cartoons?
Oh my God, Steve, chill out, man. It wasn't that funny. I can't take it anymore. I need to get away from this game. It's trapped me here for too long. I haven't been able to move. I haven't been able to get up. Oh man. I need a key. Where is this key? Oh my, I can't find my keys. Where is the key to the door? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is impossible. Ooh, I'm gonna wring your